Thieves will answer in kind. You have the combo with the Hot Pot, Rumble, Jarvan ultimates on top of each other. Azir, Xayah for later. So definitely have more possibilities similar to what we saw last game.
Definitely could be pretty scary stuff right then. I do like the late game team fight here on 100 Thieves, but of course, Sivir scaling plus Orianna scaling very good as well. There's no, I feel like, obvious team fight winners, but lots of really strong points of power kind of across the board. I think this will be a very exciting game. Gonna be a lot of fighting. Should be pretty fun here as we wait to see. Shouldn't be any more swaps. Ken and Orianna gonna stay where they are. Azir, Rumble gonna stay where they are. These are the lineups for sure. Final remarks from the coaching staff. And we get to see the very beginning glimpses of, were these changes the right ones? Were they enough to turn the fates around? CLG famously last year missed playoffs in this split as well. A bit surprising, but it did happen, hoping that now with a new top laner, no longer with Darshan, that'll be enough. 100 Thieves hoping that a switch in jungle, bringing Amazing back, last seen in North America 5 years ago on TSM. Went to World's top 8 then. Back in NA now, hoping to bring 100 Thieves somewhere good.
Super excited for the bottom lane specifically as well. With the Xayah Rakan into the Yuumi lane. Now it is a Sivir, so the spell shield is going to be annoying for those all-ins, but that is the idea. Try and attack them. Maybe they combine it with some jungle attention. Only the early game will tell. Ping's already coming down though. We might have some ventures out for a possible invade. Grouped up CLG with everybody. That's gotta be a look at an invade.
But Sligo, if he plays this right, he's gonna be able to spot them and know, yep, okay, there's Power of Evil.
Only one shows.
Pee-wee pushes them off, and the rest of the squad can go right through the fog. Afro's gonna go inside this pit and look for something, but there's a chance he can get surrounded. He is not in a very safe location right now.
Definitely can jump over the wall. And they could have actually made their way all the way into this jungle during that time, but they have not. I like that we also got to lie in anticipation. Similar to 100 Thieves experience there. Very authentic.
Definitely approved.
Rewinding a little bit here. Invades for the deep ward. But actually, let's see. Is it just the one sweeper start? Both sides with the sweepers. Jarvan as well. And with the zombie ward, they get a little bit of protection.
All right, so nothing too dangerous here. I do always really appreciate sweeper starts level 1. I think they make for very interesting mind games and create possibilities here.
And especially for junglers, one trick you can do is actually start with the trinket ward, go out and place it, then recall before minions spawn, grab up your sweeper, so that after you're clear, when
you're seeing in the LCS, and as Stats told me, we have our runes ready, so it's damage. Yeah. It is Comet, it's Mana Flow Band, it's Scorch, it's Absolute Focus. Also, because she is support with fairly low health and is a damage-based champion, Cut Down is a very important pickup. Cut Down is actually very, very strong. That is Presence of Mind, not Mana Flow Band, because of course it couldn't be. But it's a lot of mana and it's a lot of damage. That is the point of that champion. Yeah. You max Q, you hit people hard.
And you can see what we were talking about before. Woo! You don't always want to stay attached to your AD carry. Biofrost wants to go off and get that passive auto attack, then jumping on with the shield. Is able to get a good trade there with Stixay.
Of course, level 2, yep, you max Q, you max the heal, which is E right afterwards. You look pretty good for this one. Looks for next little bit of poke. Just keeps updating the spell thief's damage.
Push is also very effective here, as you mentioned in Champ Select with the Civ.
55% of the game, so that is also one thing to point out. I have seen Ignite a fair bit in solo queue as well, but it's the less aggressive version where it's actually about healing for the Sivir. This is, of course, TP on Sivir, so she's going to be found a worthwhile gank.
Yeah, definitely time efficient. Bang also didn't have to lose too much CS. Commit for it, then your AD ends up losing CS in exchange. But in this case, it's just Amazing going in, gets a very valuable flash, the only one of the lane off of Stixay, and already you can see the change in how you have to play the lane. There's no flash. back off the wave.
Makes it scary. So we look now at the mid lane right here as Power View battles with his opposing member in Soligo. Now in the top lane is Ruin with the quasi-counter pick. There's an expectation that Rumble stop, not a guarantee, and puts in the Kennen, gets the Kleptomancy, and is doing pretty okay up there, but it's pretty equal in farm. This has been able to farm so far.
All right, first recall for Amazing is going to find him on top side since he did bottom
Ooh,
side.
good jukes away from the knockup, but 6A is out of mana, pushed down a little bit. That was a pretty good all-in.
Yep.
And 6A is going to have a hard time laning now. Gets to knock down a couple of minions. Under turret, they should not be dove. They already knew that they saw Jarvan top.
Yeah, 6A is going to get some mana back here too off the level up. Maybe he can clear out this wave. Bang. So much damage to this turret. They get a plate by themselves. Very good for the 100 Thieves duo. Denying a decent amount of the CS and finding a effective route onto 6A.
Yeah, good pullback as well. Of course, 6A can still burn his own teleport. We know that his flash was burned by the Jarvan gank from earlier, and he's going to go right back in. Actual money is going to put him at enough. He'll be reasonable here. Extra potion control ward comes in and won't miss more than, I think, maybe 2 minions.
Yeah, definitely good for the 100 Thieves duo to be able to push up so they can walk back during the timing window of the teleport. Usually your teleport can really desync that and give the extra advantage over to the Sivir side. But they push extra advantage over to the Sivir side. But they push it up fairly quickly and are already
going to cheat back in by just using you and me and, piggybacking the teleport.
very curious to see, again, if we have repeated ganks from Amazing on the bottom side. It's a very effective flash to burn, as you could already see the instant results where how you have to play the lane. Trying to defend against the Jarvan on your map now. You're able to see the Jarvan and force Amazing back into his own territory.
Quick flag and drag away. Has mana regen as long as he's in the river or his jungle, so that's going to be just fine. Once again, found though. This time it's on cooldown. Going to find some decent damage towards him. Has the stun available, but is there a squad around? Nice equalizer, buys a bit of space. Now Pee-wee looking for the play. Flashes away from an ult that doesn't come in just yet. Ruin going by as well. They're really going far and Amazing, trying to
Finds the engage on the Jarvan, and CLG first blood on the top part of the map. This is also opening up bottom side since they know that the jungler's gone. Yeah, so he chases him in here. He's got no hit to this chase. Power of Evil and Ruin first blood for Orianna with the 10 CS lead too.
Control ward, plus 30 gold into that one. Oh, a darkened river. We have a 1,400 gold difference in this game, though. This is pretty substantial. Looking for who the actual leads are, and it's
yeah, definitely looking good for the top part of the map. Rumble Ultimate was also used. So not only did the first blood go over, flash is blown from the jungler, but Rumble Ultimate's down, mean that the Ruin and Ultimate Flash is a lot less punishable. Actually convert play, goes into the Dragon Pit to clear out some vision.
Here comes the rest of it, and they're gonna have it. Final chapter sets it up. Wiggly on the board now for his first kill.
Wiggly, back-to-back plays here, no hesitation from the CLG jungler. Sees them going to try and clear the ward immediately from the CLG jungler. Sees them going to try and clear the ward. Have any time to react to that? You can only see the projectile right as it crests the little wall there, so he's not able to flash out. And with that one landing, all the follow-up damage comes through.
Beautiful stuff right there. Hits the Yep, they decide they're not going to take the risk right there, so you have a gold lead to CLG, and it's a pretty good one at that. That's actually pretty solid, but Infernal Drake season that CLG's winning largely.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are looking for him to be active, and he has not shown any hesitation on the stage in summer. Definitely paid out for CLG so far. Getting Power of Evil, a nice and healthy lead for himself with that first blood chase, as well as the CS here for himself. Ruin on the top side, though, for Someday.
Yeah, really big hits there. Actually got an empowered melee auto.
Oh, they're going for the dive.
This could be really big. Feather Call is gone as well. There's going to be a lot of CCs rooted. He's taking 1 million damage, and Stixay on the board now as well. 3 assists in for Wiggly. Cubitization is there, but now a 2-on-1 to 3 assists in for Wiggly. Cubitization is there, but now a 2-on-1 to a Power of Evil. He's going to have a hard time dealing with it.
After your play, even a successful play, a lot of people just start to forget about the rest of the members on the map.
Yep.
And CLG give one back. That is big for the side of 100 Thieves. Unfortunately for them, actually, the kill credit went to Amazing. And Power of Evil, nobody wanted to stick around at the turret, or maybe there wasn't communication. Yeah. Hey, take a turret shot, one turret shot for me to get me a safe path out. And he has to walk back through the rotation. On the top side, Someday gets teleported on.
Couple ults burn up for the top side. Flash again, looking for the stun, does get that one there. So Stixay looking for the slow through the Yuumi and can't find that one. So safety for Someday. And it will be the Herald picked up now. 100 Thieves right in the face of Wiggly.
My
Is he going to make this happen? Does have the smite. It's going to go to Amazing, but now he's going to go right in. Rooted in place, has reinforcements though, finds a stun. Now Amazing's in a bad spot, has to flash his way out as well.
Wow, teleport used on top side, roams for the top side for CLG, and a little bit of sleight of hand here. Fun 100 Thieves, they steal away the Rift Herald while that play is happening. Can they get the reset off? CLG trying to get some turret plate money in answer.
I'm looking for it right now. The 2-on-2 feels fairly close, but SSB for done for Stixay is a pretty big deal. Gonna find a bit more of a slow. Not meaning a lot towards the turret though. Looks like these two marksmen will be able to split farm without too much issue. Bit more towards Bang, can't find the Q over the top.
Yeah, you can see the combo though. It's the same idea as the Ezreal Yuumi that we talked about. Yuumi gets the slow, then the Boomerang Blade tries to go out to answer up, but they've missed it, I think,
yeah,
3
Bang
times.
Dodged 3 in a row.
Yeah, 3 times in a row here. Aframu and Bang doing a good job of splitting and then being able to get out of the way.
Yep, it's been pretty well played. So the wave's still being pushed in though, and that's part of why he went Doran Shield at the very beginning of the game. And once again, gonna find some Afro. Nice jobs. Tanks the first one, jumps right back out. So yeah, 100 Thieves are playing the matchup out pretty well, but with all the extra help that the CLG duo has been getting, that's 100 Thieves down in farm and down in pressure.
Meanwhile, mid lane, Power of Evil still with a very healthy CS lead here on the Orianna. Has both summoners back. Farming away, I'm most curious about where 100 Thieves are going to try and use this Rift Herald, because there's only 20 seconds left on the turret plates. Amazing has yet to pop it, so I don't think they're going to have an opening to get the big cash in on the Rift Herald activation. And it's just going to be for turret damage rather than turret plate money. Ruin gets heavily chunked by Someday.
This is big damage right there. Finds another slow. The ult's on top, and this is going to be a solo kill. Someday is back in action a day early, and now some damage across the top. Big damage from Final Chapter, forcing them to push right back out. But here comes the rest of the squad lane. There's still pressure on both sides of the map, but it's still CLG so far ahead. 3,500 gold.
Yeah, CLG make the big play on top side, but because there's Rift Herald, you actually get 2 turrets for 1. Well, they're not sticking around for number 2, actually. Just doing the Krugs instead and getting the recall off rather than finishing turret number 2 with the Rift Herald. So, in the end, huge victory for CLG there as they found the big kills on top side with the rotation from Power of Evil and Wiggly going up to supplement that Stixay Bifrost 2v2. Here's another look at Ruin. New guy on the roster for CLG. Against Someday, he lands every harpoon, I believe. Yeah, he's able to get the burn from the Flamethrower off of those flows, and then the Rumble Ultimate burns it down long enough, even though he gets stunned up. He's got his Flamethrower pointed in the right direction, and the Yuumi Ultimate, he lands every single wave of it here, gets the double roots, gets the 100% of the damage, also buys enough time for Wiggly and Power of Evil to roam all the way up.
Play from that first big stun, and the quick heal goes over to Wiggly. It's CLG looking to fight over the bottom river. They are, by all rights, ahead right now. They got extra vision now as well. A quick heal on the killer of Scuttle Crab. They say, this is our river, this is our Drake. And 100 Thieves seem to agree. They're going to push in mid instead.
Yeah, gonna try and rush down this tower here. Let's see if they can get it. Orianna would be the victory by CLG here.
Yeah.
Complete control of the map, and they've even been able to clear out almost all of the control wars. There's just that one left in the topside river, but the defenses are quickly being weakened on the side of 100 Thieves.
And I like actually to see this out of Bifrost. Now, Athenes is not an unsurprising pickup here at all, but to actually be building towards ability power items in this champion, Athenes then into usually the Ardent Sensor next is, I think, the most typical build. But This is actually a champion who has really good AP ratio, scales up AP quite a lot, and actually gets extra damage out of a build like this for further Q poke and further being a threat.
And is already a super annoying sustain champion. You talked about the heal summoner spell collection, the Zumi's charges, with also the Athenes. Like, it's an incredible amount of sustain for a Sivir, which is such a powerhouse in the late game 5-on-5. That's already difficult to take down with the spell shield. With this attachment here, it's going to be incredibly difficult for 100 Thieves, and you have to see a super good engage from Aframu into an ultimate from Someday. That combination to try and have a chance in the later game 5-on-5 situations. Amazing on the Jarvan can really help them with a Cataclysm, but it's getting bullied out right now and chunked down. You can see CLG are just on the warpath.
Yep. Bifrost has done more damage with Comet than Someday has with the same keystone right there. So certainly has been getting a lot done. And we wait to see what happens next. 4,000 gold still separates these teams. A very large lead early in the thing. They find a stun, and Amazing is gone right away. The ult barely does anything against them. That equalizer does nothing at all. And look at this, the wave being cleared mid lane under fire.
Yeah, definitely walking into that one. No vision in the brush. Wiggly lands the easy ultimate. That is a kill for CLG, and pressure across the top side of the map. Mid gets pushed in, and they rotate up to that turret.
They find a slow. They might find a stun as well. Has to flash over the wall, Sony barely staying alive, but look at this. It is CLG in control of everything.
Last split, CLG had one of the slowest average game times. This game is just a steamroll. We're only 18.5 minutes ahead, and they already have full control of the top half of the map. Turret is down. Large lead accruing here, and they are not stopping. This Yumi pick especially is working out.
Beautiful stuff right now, and the turrets are still going to stay at half HP. These extra turrets will not fall just yet, but it is Carnage Gaming stealing away a red buff and the scuttles and everything else as well. They are certainly doing great right now. Looking to reverse their fate from last year, and
there we go.
Even this split as well, the spring one, and looking now the 2-on-1 towards Someday. He is ultless, flashless as well. They're gonna have a shockwave, an extra stun on top of it, and Amazing might try to help, but what's he gonna do? His teammate's already dead, flag and drags away.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Full tank Jarvan, just gonna watch him go down. 2v1 there on the top side. Power of Evil gets the kill again. That is 3 for Orianna now. Fairly large bounty on his head. Aframu actually running through enemy lines here. Biofrost, I think he got a vision of him, but Rune doesn't want to actually commit to it, and CLG will take the damage on mid.
And let's see if they can knock more of this one down. Bang is here to help wave clear. You can see Stixay wanting to play a bit safe, has to be respectful, but now Soligo gonna ult back Ruin and buy a bit of space. Trades ult for ult, blast going away.
Yeah, Q not landing means there's not going to be a stun coming through, so no further commitment here. Cleanse is available as well for Soligo, so it probably was just going to be Summoner Spell burn at best.
Yeah.
Wiggly, though, resulted in map control.
Definitely agree with this one. This has been CLG pretty much from minute 3 in the lead here overall. There was a small landing phase lead for the 100 Thieves duo, which is heartening for their fans, but otherwise, this has been all CLG all the time. Just only glimmers of 100 Thieves doing something decent here as mid lane is knocked away again, and Legal will rely on his ascended turret to keep that one under a bit of control. Grabs the blue, blocks right back over.
All right, let's see if they can scale for a late game here, because that is really the only option left to 100 Thieves. They have some backline possibilities, you know, with the Azir, with the Xayah. Rumble is really the one that's gonna be the determining factor if they can handle any of these mid-game team fights, but it has to be with a defensive look. Otherwise, CLG already have so much power with a level 11 now on Wiggly as well. They can really pull the trigger on the initiation that they want and defensively hug their towers.
Magic been picked up now for Ruin. Team fight damage comes in, but really only the Void Staff is effective against Jarvan. No one else is really building much MR, but as they move around the map, 100 Thieves able to pick up this top lane outer turret. Infernal probably better at this stage of the game, though.
Wiggly's looking
ahead. Look for the stun act. We're going to find Soligo. Actually burns the flash instead of cleanse, which...
Pulling Stixay over. Baron pings already. Even with the Scuttle Crab taken by 100 Thieves, I don't think you need to do that. I mean, the game is at a very quick pace, will occur, and they can use all of that money now to convert into items. As you can see, Redemption picked up.
Okay.
That's huge team fight boost there for Biofrost, and 2 items for all their carries, mostly.
Yeah, pretty big right now. CLG is in a really good spot. A lot of their important purchases have come through. Wiggly happy to face tank when his passive is still up. Gets the quick shield and heal, and Yumi goes back over to her favorite carry in Stixay.
The heal from Yumi, Zoomies, by the way, is a large part missing health percentage. So
yeah, amped based on how hurt you are.
Exactly. So much more valuable on people who sustain a lot of poke. So it's that fine line that you juggle, getting super high value on low health targets versus not letting them low enough to be executed.
Yeah, of kind of interest to me is the AP ratio scales harder with missing.
He's been able to constantly play offensive, throwing out the poke. He's landed most waves of the ultimate too that I've seen. This is probably the highest percentage of Yumi waves I've seen. And it's dangerous for
Nasher's Tooth, so it's a pretty decent team fight here for him. Also with Leandri's done for some, that's actually pretty useful as well. So there's something to be said, but Bang gonna be slowed. So a bit of sidestep the boomerang blade and he'll be fine, but it's still CLG walking all the way through this jungle. Look at the vision.
Up the two waves, mid lane got pushed, top side got pushed, and then they pull back onto the Baron here to start it. Wow, 100 Thieves are dealing with those minions. They don't have much damage over there. They actually did not commit Power of Evil, so the damage threat wasn't very quick.
Yeah. They baited out double trinket. Wiggly healing back up a little bit there with the honey fruit, and now here comes the hard engage looking for a slow. They're gonna find.
At least they're getting the reset out of that. Aframu on the Rakan is a great subject to try and go take out those wards. You can easily jump over the walls. CLG actually try and start it up once again.
All right, well, Biofrost knocks down one of the wards, puts his control ward down, but this time doesn't actually sweep out all of the pit. Wiggly will have to do those honors, but that's the rest of the vision removal until they can get a control ward down. So it's going to be a little while. CLG don't yet own this pit or that top jungle. Starts with mid push. Sligo answers that one. And 100 Thieves have gotten enough vision back that they are not afraid of Baron anymore. So that was actually pretty good movement around the map. They have stopped this. They have slowed this down.
Yeah, one of the biggest objectives in the mid game after winning a team fight is moving over, clearing out all the control wards, you know, for the consecutive setup here. So Cloud Drake, pretty much without any contest from 100 Thieves, who are pinned down to the Baron here. Can't really leave it around, and Stixay will just pick it up himself.
Cloud Drake pick up, no big problem there. Double Cloud means move speed and get back and forth between mid. Going to be going defensively.
Yeah, there's no damage behind him. You can see the recalls going off for CLG, so all of his teammates looking for the reset. I believe there must be some big item completions. Infinity Edge here.
That's big.
For Stixay. He's got 3 item Sivir. This is fully online. That is your AoE team fight crits. That is going to be extremely difficult for 100 Thieves to deal with. They have to start a fight on someone and finish it very quickly before the DPS from Sivir can take effect.
And the same recall was Death Cap for Power of Evil. So both those giant carries got their single largest power spikes of the game. So certainly very difficult right now. But 100 Thieves might have found their opening. Looking for the play. Big ult for Sligo. Does find one flash over the walls. Wiggly, he's going to stay alive. Another re-engage is beautiful. They find that crit. And CLG knocked down the mid laner. That goes right into Baron. Health bar's alive on CLG's side. And at what point does 100 Thieves go for the attempt? The TP in for the Kennen now as well, but no one is marking Jarvan. No one's pushing him out of the pit just yet. It's PoE who walks forward. He will die to the shockwave, and CLG find 3 kills plus the Baron.
That was a great screen there from Ruin. On
stuff right there. 10-2 in kills and a 9,000 gold lead with 2 members still dead. They push him to the top lane. They've got a lot of damage here. Demolish could knock the turret down. The wait for auto attacks now.
Probably going to be their ticket through to the Nexus. Let's take another look. You can tell Ruin, as soon as he caught sight of Amazing, immediately beeline straight for him. There's no way Amazing can get in there. Rumble Ultimate by Someday was used onto the Baron, but because that is consistent damage over time and not burst damage, it's very, very unlikely that steals Baron unless there's a big mistake from Wiggly. So CLG happily pick up the Baron buff after their extra kill and are able to now push it in. Top side's already been dealt with, so bottom side is the next target. And they are looking to start off summer with a victory.
This is looking very good. CLG convincing. Only 30 minutes. They're waiting to stack up more of the waves so that mid can crash the same time as the bottom lane. And here it goes. A 2-pronged attack right now as top will also flood in a second afterwards. Not yet a slow Sligo, but you can still see these attacks coming through. CLG going to move over to left-hand side as there are minions tanking up those aggro shots, but they will still play defensively. Mid lane down to half HP. Bot lane looking for a slow. They're going to find that one. Big damage on Bang. That is a good boomerang there as well. Stixxay back up the full HP with a heal. Another slow on, and Afromu really chunked out right there. That poke is menacing, and CLG take control of this one. Looking for another slow, pushing off 100 Thieves even further. And they're going to crack these inhibitors now. Bot lane is gone, mid lane only has Amazing. He's by himself. He ultimately to do what at all? He didn't have a team around him. That was the opposite of what his name says it is. And that is the inhibitor. 3130, one turret is gone. Somebody still a bit directionless. A single knockup, but it means nothing. Ruin in the back line. Someday tries for one. They only get a single kill in the fountain. It is CLG walking all over 100 Thieves.
On display in the bottom lane.